This video is sponsored by Bosch Automotive Service Solutions, a globally trusted partner for all workshop needs. Visit boschdiagnostics.com for more information.
So let's apply a code and a monitor to something as simple as a wheel speed sensor. A wheel speed sensor monitor runs continuously. In other words, once the vehicle is moving, it runs that monitor. And it's always comparing one wheel speed sensor to the other. If something does not match or falls out a certain parameter or data pin, well, it's going to set a code for either erratic performance, or if there's no signal there at all, it's going to set a code for an open or short or other issues with that wheel speed sensor circuit. That's an example of a continuous monitor. Also, if you're repairing a wheel speed sensor, make sure that you just don't pull it from the bay to the parking spot. Try to go over 7 miles an hour to run that monitor on a wheel speed sensor so you know you have the vehicle fixed. Let's take that same diagnostic strategy of a code and a monitor and apply it to something on the engine. Camshaft position sensor. With a camshaft position sensor, it's determining the position of the camshaft, which it has to be done also with a crankshaft position sensor. The camshaft is spinning half of the speed of the crankshaft. So the crankshaft has to spin twice to determine a full revolution of the camshaft. So a lot of the monitors on a crankshaft position sensor or a camshaft position sensor involve 2 rotations of the engine or a certain time period at a certain RPM. If it does not meet this criteria, well, it's going to turn on a check engine light that could be for crank and camshaft correlation codes. Let's talk about a non-continuous monitor, evap testing. Evap testing typically occurs under certain conditions. It could be the temperature of the fuel, it could be the ambient temperature, it could be how long the vehicle is sitting to do a decay test. In other words, that monitor is not running when the vehicle is turned on. It could be under very specific conditions. In other words, it could be a fuel level, it could be under certain cornering forces, it could be under certain things that will include the information. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how do I get this information on the monitors and what it requires to reset a code so it doesn't come back? Well, look at the service information, but some service information will actually be included on the tool for the certain procedures and steps to reset a monitor. So we know what a code, we know what a monitor is, we know if it's continuous or non-continuous. Let's apply that to your repair process. If you just erase the code, pull the car out of your bay and back into the parking lot and hope that the code doesn't come on, well, you could be severely wrong in some cases. In some cases, a monitor takes 3 key cycles to set. On that 3rd key cycle, typically that happens when the customer is driving to work in the morning. And this is when you could be getting that call to say, hey, you didn't fix my car. So make sure that you're resetting the monitor, looking for the information to reset the monitor, and then taking the test drive to fully reset everything to make sure that the repair is confirmed. I'm Andrew Markell. Thank you very much.
This video is sponsored by Bosch Automotive Service Solutions, a globally trusted partner for all workshop needs. Visit boschdiagnostics.com for more information.